What it do? Shout out to my flosses out there. It's your boy DJTheParkBoy from Floss House. You hear me? Yes, I'm here on the NextUp Network. This is episode 1 of my show, The L.I.M.E show. That's Life in My Eyes show. I'm going to be here to give you my opinions on sports, politics, and everything under the sun that I feel I want to talk about. My opinion, my way of, my way of shooting this shit with y'all, man. You know what I'm saying? Again, this is The L.I.M.E show, episode 1. DJ the Park Boy, we here on the Next Up Network. Yes, sir. We're gonna get into the bullshit. I don't know about y'all, but it's hot as shit outside today. I'm talking about hot, like dumb hot. I just got back from the grocery store and it's like crazy right now with the humidity. It's feeling like over 100 degrees. So, I mean, I don't know what y'all doing, but if you ain't at a pool, you should be staying your ass in the house until that sun go down because it's spanking out there. In real life, it's spanking out there. Like, it's crazy, man. But something I wanted to get into was people are pissed off at Cardi B, and I really don't get it. They're mad at Cardi B because she buys her daughter nice materialistic things, and people who didn't make the money Cardi B had, or grinded, or did the hustle, or did any of the work, have opinions on how she should spend her money, which I find so ignorant. That's like, if anybody came into you in your everyday life and told you how to spend your money, you would look at them like, shut the fuck up. But people don't want to look at it from that lens. They want to be, right all the time. And them trying to be right is making them look a little stupid. I seen a lot of arguments up there like she should be buying her daughter houses, starting foundations and things like that. And we don't know what she does for her daughter in those aspects. Only thing that we're privy to is the stuff she shows in her life. She don't show us everything in her life. But what you're allowed to see is her flossing on y'all. She's stunning on people. So, I mean, I can get why people are upset, but she made the money. She been busting her ass and working hard. So, I can't knock her. And Offset went ahead and got his daughter, Rich and Millie. Oh, but Cardi got her daughter a necklace. I probably glazed over that, so I'm going to get back to it. Cardi B bought her daughter a necklace for her birthday. And, I mean, go ahead and pull this up for you, my good people. We're right here on BuzzFeed, So, Cardi B doesn't care that you think you... Cardi B doesn't care that you're mad her daughter owns a $150,000 necklace. And the person right here says, I think that's the ultimate flex. I do too. I mean, if you work so hard and you put yourself in position to where you can do what you want, you can do what you want. You have the money. You have the means. Your daughter's well taken care of. Both parents are bringing in income. You splurge sometimes. Some people do it in different ways. Yeah, she can set her daughter up one way. But again, how can we tell other people how to raise their children? We can give them tips. We can give them advice. But how can we tell them how to spend their money on their kids that they earn? You know what I'm saying? So, let's get into the article right here. So, yeah, she came under fire because she spent 150 grand on the necklace. Let's see if we can get down to some of these pictures. Here we go right here. This is the infamous video. As you see, she's putting the necklace out there. And so she's definitely shining right now. 150K, that's more than most rappers. Trust me, they not spending that on their own jewelry. So for her to go ahead and stunt like that for her daughter, I'm not mad at her. I'm not knocking her. You know what I'm saying? She's earned the right to spend her money the way she wants to spend her money. And not everybody's meant to be in a position to have to actually be a role model. Not everybody wants to take on that. Just because they become successful doesn't mean they have to change their whole persona for the world to make them think they should be in a position they don't want to be in. Because if they was a regular person doing a regular job, you wouldn't give a fuck about what they're saying. But instead, it's Cardi B. So when it comes to celebrity and fandom, some people feel like celebrities should be doing more. It's not their job to do more. If you want to do more for yourself. Fix your life and fix the people's lives around you. And you could change a lot of shit just fixing yourself and improving yourself instead of worrying about how other people going to spend their money. Because again, she's a rapper. Her husband's a rapper. A lot of rappers are flashy. A lot of people who come up from the hood are flashy. You know what I'm saying? You get a little money, you go buy some Gucci or whatever it is people want to go buy. Me personally, I like to invest. So I spend money in stocks, things like that. I've been investing for a long time now. You know what I'm saying? You get to the bag that way too. Definitely get to the bag, make some more money. But yeah, I'm not here to judge her or tell her how she should be spending her money. I think it's a little asinine. You know what I'm saying? People may not see it like that. Uh, oh, speaking on things that I think is gonna be interesting, we have the NBA Finals game tonight. Come on at 9 o'clock. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely gonna be watching it. Giannis has been playing his ass off in this series. He's been balling. He's really gonna need his role players to step up and play the way they did last time. Also gonna need Devin Booker to have an off night again. But I think the Bucks are gonna take this one at home. I mean, Giannis is just the best player on the court. Usually, when you have the best player on the court, if everybody else just does their job, you win. That's basketball. It simple math. Unless the other team's just outplaying you as a team, and they just fundamentally sound as a team with chemistry and everything like that. I mean, the Suns are young. The really, really young squad. Got Aiden and Booker and them. They're young. I really think Giannis is gonna show up and show out like he did. And something a lot of people haven't given him credit for is he's been playing on a hurt knee. If you see the way he's been dominating the game on a hurt knee, is like, to me, it's amazing. You know what I'm saying? People want to knock him for what he's doing, and I just don't get why you want to do that right now. You know what I'm saying? He hasn't been a 3-point shooter. Not everybody's going to be Steph Curry from three. Would you like him to be more competent from three? Everybody would. I would like him to be more competent from three because, again, he's the Greek freak. He's earned right to do some things that he does. Is he always going to be right? No. Nobody's going to be perfect. But I still think the Bucks can pull away. You know, I think they can pull away. One of these teams are going to have to win on the road. And the first team to win on the road probably is going to have this series in the bag. So, I mean, I got the Bucks taking it tonight. And Game 5 is going to be the most important game of the series, in my opinion. Because if the Bucks take 3 in a row, they go home, it's over. It's a done deal. But if the Suns win, and then you continue to tick for tack who's going to win at home, then it puts the pressure on Game 7 for Giannis and the boys to go into Phoenix and overcome playing at home, which I don't know if they're going to do. Like, we don't know if that's what they're going to do or how that's going to happen. So, we just got to wait and see. But I can't wait. That game come on at 9 o'clock tonight on ABC. It should be a pretty interesting game. You know what I'm saying? Some other things I want to get into. I don't know if you guys have seen this video. I think it's crazy. So, up in New York, upstate New York, there was a cop who ends up punching a lady in the face while she's handcuffed. In the clip, it's crazy. Trust me. It is a crazy clip. They in that thing wilding. I will give them that. But I feel like the police should have took a better job at assessing the situation. Like, these guys supposed to be paid to de-escalate situations. De-escalate situations. And in the video, I'm going to put a video up for you guys so y'all can see it. But there's no de-escalation in this situation. It's just I'm waiting for it to load up now so I can show you guys this. I don't know what's going on. It's taking its time. But yeah, the cops are supposed to be de-escalating these situations. And when he comes into the Walmart, which all this took place, he just immediately grabs the lady. And from there, everything just goes to shit. Where we at? Upstate New York. So we right here. I was able to go to TMZ and pull it up for y'all. You know, crazy video again. Everybody is wrong in this video. I'm not going to sit right there and say that the women behave properly because, I mean, no. But I also understand that if my pregnant sister got jumped, it would be on site if I saw the people. I also know the ramifications that come with everything being on site and always being on go. There's different ways to handle things. Proper place, proper time. She did kind of, pepper sprayed the crowd, which was a little crazy. Uh, so let's get into this right here. As you see right here on TMZ, we can see the cop grabbing the lady by her neck. So right here from TMZ, a police officer from upstate New York is on leave after he punched a woman. He was arrested right in the throat, knocking her flat on the ground, and it's all on video. The DeWitt Police Department released the body cam footage, which they spliced together, showing what led up to the scuffle inside the East Syracuse Walmart on July 4th, where the cops were dispatched on reports of women fighting inside and allegedly using pepper spray. When the cop in question, who's been ID'd as Roy Spain, he tried separating the quarreling parties and ended up restraining the lady he ultimately punched, Tyrena Edmonds, with handcuffs. As he attempted to lead her away, things escalated. Now here's the video right here. And it's telling us they want us to watch it on YouTube. So I guess we're going to go to YouTube to watch it, So here's the video. It's crazy, you know what I'm saying? So again, as we watching the video, we see the cop walk up. He just grabs her. They did get a call for women fighting and spraying with mace. He just immediately goes and grabs her like there's no de-escalation. That's my thing. Immediately. So in those situations, I feel like cops should be there to talk and communicate. In some instances where actions actively happening and they have to act in those moments, yeah. But in that moment, there's nobody physically harming anybody. I feel like they should have came in, assessed the situation by communication, but it didn't happen, and we're going to proceed to see what else is going on. I haven't heard nobody call somebody Esau since one of my old coworkers. That was his word right there. He loved using Esau. For you who don't know, it's the devil. So at this moment, you can't see from this camera angle. I actually seen the video from all the different angles. So in that moment, when she says her sister is pregnant, the second officer who arrives on the scene immediately goes to arrest the pregnant sister, who also has her kids and stuff there. And again, she's pregnant. So I can understand why the sister would get defensive about her sister. Looked like she might have just walked on out if that didn't occur. But we're gonna continue to see what goes on. So in this moment, the officer's body cam is blocked from view because I believe it was, they said it was knocked off of him when he was trying to arrest her in this moment. Uh, in the other video they have that was like spliced together by the police department shows from the Walmart camera angles from right here. The situation continues to escalate because the other sister is able to maneuver herself back into that region because the cop brought her kind of back there so he could try to assist arresting the pregnant sister, which again to me makes no sense. If you're about de-escalation, you have to separate people because if she sees her sister who's pregnant in that situation, she just showed you she's willing to go to jail or do whatever to protect her sister because she just makes the crowd of people for her sister. So she's already in the mindset of protecting her sister. So I he should have removed her from that situation in my opinion. So down the camera comes back. You can see this is from somebody's camera phone. So it's leading up to the events now. So again, the situation continues to escalate. Take off that badge used to be one of my uncle's favorite things to say to cops. He'll tell him, use a pussy, use a bitch. Take off your badge and let's see what type of man you really is. Some cops actually will take off their badge and fight you. You know what I'm saying? And he used to love that. He loved to test him with that. See who will take him up on his offer. Oh, and I don't recommend any of y'all to do that. I don't, man. These cops ain't playing fair. So in this instance, she goes in to try to bite the cop. They slowed it down so you can see her attempt to bite the cop, but his reaction is terrible. Bruh. Did y'all just see that? Like that's crazy. I really have to let you see it in fast and regular speed again. Like, she's in handcuffs, people. She is in handcuffs. Yes, she attempted to bite him. Yes, that is assault. Yes, she is wrong. But when you sign up for a job where you know you're putting yourself in these lines of situations, you're volunteering for those situations. That's like when you're a soldier and you go to other countries, you know some people are going to be hostile. But we don't have these incidents that happen in these numbers with a lot of soldiers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? At least not to the magnitude of it happens with cops in our communities. Like, she's handcuffed and he still reached back and punched her in the face. Like, how do we get to these points? How do we fix these situations? Like, what's the next step? They said that the cop has been suspended. But I mean, shit. That's a tough one right there. That's a really, really tough one. Like, he really reached back and touched her. Like, there's no excuse, there's no reasoning. All that, you should just cooperate, do what the cops say. All that is out the window with some things. Like, how do you get to these points? In your mind, how do you justify reaching back and punching a woman in her throat? In her face like that? Like, he tried to put everything on it. And while in handcuffs, she gets hit and gets knocked over. Like, it's bad. Crazy. Like, can't believe it. While we here talking about bullshit that's going on, DC has now reached over 100 homicides in the city. This is the earliest point that we have reached 100 homicides inside Washington, D.C. since, I think they said 2003. So it's been a really, really long time. Now, apparently, the mayor is asking for help from Biden. She's asking for federal help. Well, apparently, a lot of Democrat cities are now asking for a lot of federal help. I remember last summer, there's going to be controversial for a lot of people, but Trump actually volunteered federal assistance in a lot of these cities because the crime rates had jumped dramatically in a lot of places. And then the continuation of the crime has been so significant now. In D.C. alone, last year, I think it was a 19% jump in the amount of shootings. This year, we're up 3%. So, I mean, 2 years back to back, you have numbers going up through the roof. That's not good at all. Yeah, we need to find some way to go ahead and counteract that. I don't know what we're gonna do, but they said the mayor is out here looking for help from Biden. I'm gonna see if I can go ahead and pull that up for y'all. Bowser and Biden. I'm gonna make sure y'all get all the news, all the information you need. You know, I'm gonna give you my opinion on what's going on. So, right now, I currently have up the Daily District. Make sure y'all go check out the Daily District. Another company owned and ran by me. We're trying to get the money. You know what I'm saying? But if you're looking for black news and opinions, you go to the Daily District. You know, support black-owned businesses the way you should. So we here in the Daily District. DC hits 100th homicide. Friday has marked a grim day in DC as it has hit its 100th homicide for the year of 2021. This has given people worries as gun violence in the city continues an upward trend. Willie Parker, 45 from Maryland, was the 100th murder in the city. On 3 consecutive days, we had homicides that took place that got us to the 100th murder in the city. At this earliest point that we've been, I say since 1993, and right here as we go over to WUSA 9, we see that Mayor Bowser asks White House for help after 100 homicides in DC. It says the death of 45 Death of a 45-year-old man led in D.C. To hit a sad milestone Friday night. Willie Parker became the 100th person to be killed in 2021 in the district. The police union said this is the earliest the city has recorded 100 homicides since 2003. So I was right on that number. Over the last decade, the city on average hit the mark in October. So we're still in July. So we're early. And it's not good that on average we're still hitting those numbers, but we're early. We're really early right now. Gun violence has been through the roof. Parker of Silver Spring was shot and killed on 41st Street in Southeast next to the Fort Davis Recreation Center on Friday night, according to DC police, who responded to reports of shots fired and found Parker dead. A second person was wounded and a third victim turned up at a hospital. DC homicides has increased 3% since last year, according to DC police statistics, but 2020 number has seen a 19% increase from the year before. So again, we have back-to-back jumps in gun violence numbers, and last year it seemed like with all the Black Lives Matter protests and things like that, we got a lot of police off the streets in some ways, and I'm never going to be here to justify any of the behavior of the police. Trust me, I'm one of their biggest critics, and I will continue to be one of their biggest critics. But the presence of the police in some areas help deter some things, not everything. They're never going to be there and be perfect. They're never going to be perfect. Unless we actually do community police, and we're never going to have a perfect situation with the police as long as you have outsiders coming to a place, because they don't know you. If I don't know you, I will treat you different than somebody I know. If I know you, that's like if I owned a business. If I know you, I might hook you up. If I don't know you, you're going to pay full price. That's how life is. I'm sorry. That's the way life is. That's the way it's always been. And it's going to be hard for you to get outsiders to view people they don't know as human. And when they continuously see bullshit from different people in those communities. Not everybody participates in the bullshit. So some people become victims of the bullshit that some certain people perpetuate inside the community. So, I mean, it's a bad cycle. It's a really bad cycle. So it says D.C. Mayor Mario Bowser was at the White House Monday joining President Biden and local leaders from around the country who are scrambling to deal with a surge in murders in a number of cities. So it's not only D.C. who's dealing with this. New York, L.A., Chicago, all the big major cities are dealing with gun violence issues right now. So, I mean, shit, even in Chicago, they shot 2 cops. Can't make that up, right? You know what I'm saying? I know people don't like the police, but you know what comes with shooting at police. You're either ready to die, or you're ready to fuck up all the business or whatever shit somebody has around in that area. Because they coming full force. They're coming for your ass. They're trying to get you. Do I think the federal government is going to step in? I don't know what their plan would be. I mean, you could put the National Guard out there in some areas, and that could help deter some things, but I don't know if it's going to fully stop everything that's going on. The White House said that they have money that was inside the American Rescue Plan for state and local governments to use for them to put more police on the street. Apparently, DC's looking to hire 100 new police cadets. They said they have money for to help returning citizens coming back to, I guess, reduce recidivism rates. Then $7.8 million for violence interrupters. So those are people like Peaceaholics and other groups like that try to go into the city. You know, they may have relationships with some of the people inside those areas that's out here in the streets. Again, do I think the mayor is going to come in and actually give us the change that we need inside the city? I have yet to see it. I lived in the hood my whole life. Under every president, the hood's been the same. Under every bit of leadership, the hood's been the same. The little change we do see usually comes in gentrification, and we're not there to benefit from that gentrification in a lot of ways. So again, it's a cycle that's really hard to break, because when you don't have people with resources, people tend to do bad things when they don't have resources. It's not a black thing. It's not a white thing. It's a not a Spanish thing. It's not an Arab thing. It's a psychological thing. People have a will to survive, and they feel that crimes can help put them in a better situation because they have a lack of resources in other places. Some people will take them chances, and they're willing and they're ready to take them chances because what else am I gonna do? What else am I really gonna do? So I mean, having more police on the street possibly could help, but I believe actually creating economic opportunities for these people will put them in positions where if you have something to lose, you're less likely to do bullshit. But people who have nothing to lose, they all down for the bullshit 100% of the time, all the time. You know what I'm saying? And that's the way it's always going to be. If you go read like any of them little psychological papers and stuff, that's all they talk about. You know, poverty breeds crime around the world. That's always been a known fact. So instead of these people go to colleges and read these things and our leaders, some of them know these things. They really don't want to change the outcomes that we're getting because capitalism loves to have a poverty class. You know what I'm saying? And no, I'm not anti-capitalism because trust me, capitalism has its benefits. I'm a capitalist. I run businesses. So, yeah, you know what I'm saying? But again, it's your boy DJ the Park Boy. Thank you for checking in. Shout out to all my flosses. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share this video. I got more episodes coming for you soon. But this has been the L.I.M.E. Show. Life in my eyes with DJ the Park Boy. We out.